Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if you're new. Today I have for you another Teckwrap craft vinyl collection reveal and review to share with you guys. The craft vinyl I will be testing out today from Teckwrap Craft is the Opal collection. They just sent me colors to try out for you guys from both their Opal Chrome and Pearlescent Opal collections. So that is what this video will be about today. I'm not doing a full design space tutorial in this video, but I am going to show you how the vinyl weeds and the application process on a few different projects, and then share my thoughts on the vinyls with you guys. If you're looking for full CRICUT tutorials, I have a couple of CRICUT playlists on my channel, and I invite you to check out some of those videos at the end of this video. With that being said, let me show you guys the collections. Like I mentioned earlier, there are two collections of the Opal vinyls from Teckwrap. There is the Opal Chrome collection, available in 12-inch by 5, 10, or even 82-foot rolls for the more serious crafter. And then there is the Pearlescent Opal collection, also available in 5, 10, and 82-foot rolls. The Opal Chrome collection is also available in a bundle deal. You can get 10 rolls of vinyl for $75 plus shipping, and if you use my code CPANDA10, you can get 10% off at checkout, and that goes for anything on the Teckwrap Craft website, including tools and accessories. And if you do happen to purchase something with my coupon code, thank you so much for your support. So first up, from the Opal Chrome collection, we have Opal White, Peach Yellow Pink, Peacock Blue, and Green Malachite. And next, from the Pearlescent collection, we have Fierce Red, Green Malachite again, Lime, another Peacock Blue, Hot Pink, and Coral Orange. I wanted to put these vinyls to the test, so I chose 6 colors from both collections and had my CRICUT cut decals both small and large, as well as simple and intricate designs. That way I could see what the vinyls were capable of in terms of how well they were able to weed and how they did during the application process. For my CRICUT maker, I used the vinyl setting with default pressure for the Opal Chrome vinyls, and then for the Pearlescent Opals, I used the vinyl cut setting, but with more pressure. For most of the Teckwrap Craft vinyls I've used before, I've used the vinyl setting with less pressure, but these vinyls do need a little more to cut through correctly. When I tried less pressure on the Chrome Opal vinyl, it didn't go through all the way. So I just used like the regular default setting and it was perfect. And then again, for the Pearlescent Chrome vinyl, I did add a little bit more pressure to that. I do, though, recommend always doing a test cut whenever using any new vinyl you haven't used before. That way you don't waste any vinyl and you're not frustrated. But cut settings for vinyl will also depend on other factors like the sharpness or dullness of your blade, and will vary from cutting machine to cutting machine. Just do a test cut to be safe, and I did cut all of the vinyl out on a standard tack mat by Teckwrap Craft, and I will be sure to link down below the blades that I use in my maker. I get them from Amazon in like a 30 or 40 pack, and they are so inexpensive compared to just one single CRICUT blade. I mean, it's insane. But I will be sure to link that down below if you do happen to have a maker and are looking for an inexpensive option for cutting blades. I use the weeding pen for all of the decals I cut, but you could also use a weeding hook. I just prefer the pen over the hook, especially with the more intricate designs. And with the Opal vinyl, I found that moving and turning the vinyl while also pulling up pieces was easiest, kind of like going with the grain, for lack of a better term, or like going with the design. And for me, the Pearlescent vinyl was my favorite out of the two Opal types to weed. And I wish you guys could feel through the camera and feel how smooth and velvety the pearlescent opal vinyls are. They are so different from any vinyl I've ever, I guess, crafted with before, and I don't know how else to describe the vinyl other than it's like really smooth and has like a really pleasant texture or feel. With the opal chrome vinyl, I found that small intricate designs or cuts, and I'm talking about like less than 1/4 millimeter here, but I found that teeny tiny cuts did not suit the opal chrome vinyl. And you will see that here in a second when I go to weed a really small intricate design. But the opal chrome vinyl has a slight plasticky feel to it. I think that's what gives it the chrome effect, which is very beautiful, but it is stiff compared to the pearlescent vinyl, which is more flexible. And when you are weeding the opal chrome vinyl, just go slow because you don't want to rip the design again, because it is a chrome vinyl and it's not as flexible as other vinyls when weeding. But I really love the effect and look of this opal chrome vinyl. It reminds me so much of Teckwrap Crafts mirror chrome vinyl as well, just because it's so reflective. But I love how there's different color effects when you move the vinyl. That's what I really like about it. So as you saw with that constellation I just weeded, the opal chrome vinyl did just fine, even with how small the dots and lines were. But with this design, there were so many tiny, like super delicate and intricate details that it just didn't work out. And again, the details in this design were like less than 1/4 millimeter, which is very, very tiny. And pretty much any vinyl would have issues like this when it comes to weeding if I were to try to cut something this small. If I would have made the design a little bit bigger, I'm sure it would have done just fine. But I did want to include this part of the video instead of cutting it out and making everything look perfect, because this is a review, and even though I have a relationship with Teckwrap Craft and love their vinyls, I'm always going to give you guys my honest opinion as well as tips and tricks that work best for Teckwrap vinyls. So in summary of the mirror chrome vinyl, I would recommend details and cuts over 1/4 millimeter in thickness only, and nothing smaller. The opal pearlescent vinyls weeded like most Teckwrap Craft vinyls, very easy to weed, very smooth, like cutting through butter. The only color from the pearlescent collection that felt a little bit different from the others when weeding was the orange coral color that I used for the flamingo flower and then the sunglasses. That color weeded more like the chrome colors because it had a slight stiffness and plastic feel when I was weeding it, and there is some transparency with that color, and you're going to see what I'm talking about later on when I apply these decals. But for the rest of the weeding process, I'm going to speed up the video, especially for the Scorpio design, because that design did take me a little bit of time to weed out. And I felt like the pearlescent opal vinyls did great with tiny, intricate cuts. They just weeded very easily. And you can see here that my pin pen is great at picking up all of those tiny little pieces. If I were to try to use a weeding hook on this, it wouldn't work out. So I highly recommend a pin pen, especially if you're doing smaller designs like this that have little teeny tiny pieces. It's just great for picking up those small pieces. And I do use a lint roller a lot to catch small pieces off of either my fingers or the pin pen. It kind of just helps stick those pieces of vinyl on. I usually just grab them with my fingers. It's a lot faster to do it that way. And then just stick my finger on the lint roller later on to get off like a big chunk of layers of vinyl. And if you're wondering where I got all of these designs, I got them all in CRICUT Design Space. I am a CRICUT Access member, so these all come with my subscription, and the searches that I used to find the designs for the cats, like little cat tarot card and little cat face, and the crystals I found by searching moon and then filtering to only cut files and single layer to kind of filter out all of the results, because there's like thousands. And then another search that I used was Zodiac to find all of the Scorpio stuff, and then I used the search summer to find the flamingo, palm tree, sunglasses. So now I'm going to show you guys how I apply the decals to different things. I'm going to be decaling my laptop, a notebook, even my CRICUT Joy, and then a couple of phone cases. So let's get into that. For applying all of the decals, I use the medium tack purple grid transfer tape by Teckwrap Craft, and I wouldn't suggest using anything less than medium tack for any of these vinyls. You need at least a medium tack to apply these. But right here, I'm applying that orange coral pearlescent vinyl, opal vinyl to my CRICUT Joy. And as you can see, there is some transparency for this color, and you're going to see that on a water bottle later on. But you can kind of see the blue through, and it doesn't look bad, but I think that the orange coral color looks best on a white background. So right here, I'm putting the little flamingo floaty on the white part of my CRICUT Joy, and it just looks way better than the flower on the blue background. And as for decorating the rest of my Joy, I used the lime pearlescent opal color, and I thought it looked really good on both the blue background and the white background, and it just adds a fun pop of color. And again, this color wasn't transparent like the orange coral color. For some reason, that one, again, is the only one out of the pearlescent colors that I tried that was kind of see-through. And I think the lime green and coral orange colors look great together. They're very summer colors, very tropical looking, and I think they look great on a white background. And again, that coral orange is kind of transparent, so I think it's best suited for a white background. I wanted to decal my laptop, so that's what I'm doing with the Scorpio decal and the other zodiac designs that I cut out. And I love the two green malachite colors. I would have to say that out of both collections, the green malachite is my favorite from both collections. I just think they're stunning, and when combined together, I just think it's absolutely gorgeous. So if I had to pick my favorites, it would be these two colors, the green malachite from both, again, the Opal collection, the Opal pearlescent and the chrome opal collection. I just think they're so good, and very important if you are decaling a laptop, make sure that it's in the direction that you want, because I realized after I put my decal on that I actually did it upside down, because when I open up my laptop, it will be upside down, but when it's closed, it looks good, not a big deal, but that's just something to keep in mind. But I love, again, how this turned out, the two colors together, they just complement each other so well. Another thing that I really like about this vinyl is how easy it comes off the transfer tape when you apply the decal. It just comes off so easily. It doesn't really stick to, it doesn't want to stay onto the transfer tape. It just comes off all in one piece, which I really love, because I really love it when projects go smoothly and things are easy. So I really like that. And again, I'm using the medium tack transfer tape, purple grid by Teckwrap Craft. I wouldn't recommend using a low tack transfer tape for this, but I love how this turned out again. And when you move it around, that chrome vinyl and the pearlescent colors just really shift, which is really neat. For the clear phone cases, I'm using a combination of the pearlescent opal in the color Fierce Red, and then the opal chrome in the color White. So the cat and the tarot card I did in the Fierce Red from the pearlescent collection, and I love this color. It doesn't look red at all to me. It looks more purple, but I love this color. This is probably my second favorite out of both collections, is the Fierce Red color. And then the opal white is equally as stunning. They just give off different effects. The pearlescent, again, leaves more of like a pearl effect. And then, of course, the chrome leaves more of like a mirror reflective effect. And I found that using both the chrome and the pearlescent vinyls together in a design, just they complement each other so well. They look really cool, very interesting to look at. And I wanted to try to apply these decals to different backgrounds. So that's why I'm using different things in this video: a laptop, clear phone cases, I'm using a notebook, even my CRICUT, just to really put these vinyls to the test and see how they look on different backgrounds. And I really love how these phone cases turned out. I think they're so cute. Again, with the combination of using both the pearl and the chrome vinyls together. I also applied the fierce red color to this holographic notebook, and it almost looks like the cover was printed like this, like it was meant to be on the notebook. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. It helps my channel out a lot. And you can find the link to Teckwrap Craft in the description box down below, along with my coupon code. And if you aren't currently subscribed to my channel, I would appreciate a follow. And until my next video, thank you guys so much for watching, and happy crafting.